The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This will be taken short. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40. The fullback comes through with a big play there.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. Well, we see so many good battles in the NFC East, and Cowboys and Giants, they rarely disappoint. They didn't disappoint last year. Cowboys got the better of the Giants both times. Week 2, 20-13, and then in Week 17, a thriller, 36-35. That was a game where Dak Prescott threw 4 touchdown passes. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check 37, check 37. Hey, 57, 57. Check 3. Attack.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's got his man, Hilton. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
80 weapon. Check. Fresno. Let's go. Hey, we got
They go play fake. Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Mark Barrett gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
SOS. Correct.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. Oh, Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up.
And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Check. 180. Check. 55 to mine. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Shit. Hey, check one. Watch your foot.
They go play action with Trubisky. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 43. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Trubisky to throw again. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 19. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 19 yards away, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Now for the point after. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about whatever.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And some room to work. Sheds off the tackle.
First down and goal.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Out of the end zone. It's now second and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Now Trubisky, and he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's third and goal. From the gun, it's Trubisky. This will be caught at about the 6. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here as it's now 9-6. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did.
And all the way in, touchdown, New York. Delaney Walker, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Bell. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Throwing here, Trubisky. Being chased out left. Now this will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 20-yard line.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Now Bell, and he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here, back to the 2. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. Now Trubisky to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. The product of Jersey City, Tahir Whitehead on the sack.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Trubisky will throw, and that will be incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Here we go, D.
Hey, Ripley.
52. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. All right, here we go.
Mahomes now on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now a man open down the middle of the field. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Yellow.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And an alley to run. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's Mahomes to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Let's go.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
First down, Cowboys.
Watch the run. They're running it.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Alert!
Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Buying time to his left. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go one more.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, down at the 31. Eluding the pressure right. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Well, those first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here. Just rush coming, and he's taken down. Kyler Fackrell. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Gets it to Smith-Schuster on the jet sweep. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
Hey, Ripley.
52's the mic. I'm coming after you.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And that's complete to the tight end Hireman. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after them now.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Mike, line.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jason Verrett.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now this one complete on the slant route. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 26-yard line.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. That's complete. It's Bell. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. They'll come out in the pistol. Again, it's Trubisky. And he slings one that's incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tahir Whitehead able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That's the end of the 3rd. Hey. 4 down, 30. Giants 13.
So the sack means it's 3rd and goal now from the 10.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Here's Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Giants 13.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Now Mahomes to the end zone, but it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he is all the way up past the 25. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. And this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to him.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. But it's going to be second down. Mahomes will try again on second down. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Now here's Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time. And it's second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I'm here all day.
And again, it's Mahomes. Looking deep for Hilton. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The first down run with Bell is he'll get about 6 there. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll run it with Bell. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
A first down carry for Bell, but he'll work forward for only about a yard. Tahir Whitehead, top 10 in tackles last year, up to make the play.
2nd and 9 at the 50-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Guys, game situation. Let's go.
This is Bell. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Dallas, a loss would have really hurt. As it stands, they finished the first half at 3-5. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.